What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with another Minor League Monday. We pulled this guy in our Bowman Chrome baseball box last week, and I looked into him, read more about him, and I am way too hyped about this guy now. We had to put him in the video this week. Luis Matos, San Francisco Giants. Let's do it. Luis Matos, you guys, number 9 prospect for the San Francisco Giants. He's not in the top 100. Honestly, I think it's insane that he's not, and I'm going to tell you guys why. But this guy is really low-key and definitely just immediately after looking into him, sparked as one of my favorite prospects now in the minor leagues. I don't know if you guys ever done that. You guys have pulled a card of a player, didn't know who they were, looked into them, and then fell in love with them. I mean, it might be a little biased just because I have the card now, but as we dive more into this video, you guys are going to understand why I'm so excited about this guy now. Honestly, like, he's legit. Have you guys ever done that? Have you guys ever pulled a card and just instantly like someone after looking into them? Like, way more than you think you ever would? That happened to me 100% with this dude. Let me know in the comments if that's ever happened to you. All right, you guys, Luis Matos, he's 18 years old. He was born in 2002. So he's 5'11", 160. Not the biggest person in the world, right? 5'11's decent, though. Like, I'm 5'11", just under 6 foot. Like, I felt like on a baseball field, I was not small. I feel like 5'11's perfect height for baseball. You have people like Mookie Betts are like 5'9" who are killing it out there. So 5'11", 160. Probably has room to put on some weight. If you look at some pictures of him, though, he's actually kind of muscular. So more muscular than I expected for a person that weighs 160. So I don't think size is really going to be an issue for him. He's not obviously one of those 6'3", 215-pound 17-year-olds out there, but I don't think size is an issue. I don't think that's super concerning. The way the scouts graded him, actually really well for being outside of the top 100. 55 hit, above average. 50 power, that's above average. 55 run, above average. 50 arm, 55 fielding, above average. 50 overall grade, and honestly, to have 355s is super impressive for outside of the top 100, in my opinion. He was a 2018 international signee. He got signed alongside Marco Luciano, who's another Giant prospect for the Giants that we'll probably see in another video. He's another guy that I like a lot. I think both these guys are very similar players, but Luis Matos plays outfield, Luciano plays shortstop. Focus on Matos again. But yeah, guys, physically he's there. He does a lot of things well, and let's jump into his stats a little bit, dive into them, show you what I fell in love with. All right, you guys, so 2019, last year, Luis Matos was 17 years old. Extremely young professional athlete. Played 5 games in Arizona, the rookie ball league there. Did very well. 438, 550 on base percentage, 1,050 OPS. So he showed that when he came to the States, he did well. 5 games, small sample size. So still probably want to see a little more success before we really fall in love with this guy. But look at what he did in the Dominican Summer League, you guys. This is why I'm all over this dude now. I didn't even expect this. I was just looking through the checklist of Bowman Chrome, and I saw him, and I looked up his stats, and I was like, that's awesome. He looks really good. I hope I pull a card of his. And then I pulled it, and then bias take over, and now I'm obsessed with this dude. But beforehand, he was already like a number... I ranked him as the number 3 guy in Bowman Chrome. 55 games in the Dominican Summer League, you guys. 362. Unreal batting average. 430 on base percentage, which is even more impressive because that means he was taking walks. Got walked 19 times in 55 games, which is impressive for someone that's probably going to be a top of the order type of player. I could see him being like a leadoff hitter, maybe a 2-hole hitter. I don't see him ever being like a cleanup hitter. So 19 walks in 55 games as a 17-year-old in the Dominican Summer League, which in my opinion, a lot of Dominican players are super aggressive at the plate. You see a lot of guys swing at first pitch all the time. So at 17 years old, he's taking his walks. I'm super impressed with that. 570 slugging is unbelievable, especially for someone of his size. And on the scouting reports, they're like, he might be a 20 home run guy. Like, You don't expect a 570 slugging out of that over 55 games at 17 years old. 1,000 OPS over 55 games. Preach it. That's amazing. So on top of all those amazing stats I already put out, you guys, 7 home runs in 55 games, extremely impressive. That's 1/3 of a normal season. So like they said, he might have 20 home run power. That's something that the scouts said. He already has 20 home run power. If he played 160 games on average, he would have hit 21 home runs or more. And he's 17. You cannot tell me he's not going to develop more power. I think hitting 7 home runs, I think hitting anything over 5 home runs in a short season means you have power and can hit a home run in a game. So for him to do that at 17 years old, super impressive. 24 doubles. So the dude is an extra base hit machine. That's why his slugging percentage was so high. 47 RBIs, still extremely good in 55 games. RBIs can be useless sometimes. It's not the most important stat in the world, but being able to hit with people on base, I think it's a trait. That's something I couldn't do as a player for whatever reason, and I know other people struggle with that. You see certain players that just hit better with runners in scoring position, and people that hit better with nobody on. Less pressure, I don't know. But here's where I really fell in love, you guys. So saw the stats, saw his power, saw slugging percentage, OPS. He stole 20 bases on top of all of that. And he only got thrown out twice. So, again, I know it's the Dominican Summer League. I don't know a ton about the Dominican Summer League, but I think it's maybe a little bit less competitive than the minor league system here, just from looking at other guys, because you see a lot of guys that succeed over there and come over and do a little worse, but there's a lot of guys that don't succeed over there. I know Wander Franco, he played in the Dominican Summer League a little bit this year, and he struggled. So who knows? I think it's a legitimate league. You can't say it's not. But 20 stolen bases, you guys, and only getting thrown out twice. At 17 years old, the dude moves. Like 55 speed. Maybe he has more than 55 speed. 20 stolen bases. And like I said, if this is a full 160 game season, he's going to steal like 60 bags. So the dude can move. And obviously he has a knack for stealing bases. So that is something you can't teach. Well, maybe you can, but having those quick reflexes and being able to physically steal and only get thrown out twice, extremely impressive at that age. I don't think he's going to slow down in that category. Let me know in the comments what you think of this guy. Let me know if he surprised you after I go over these stats, because I was shocked. How is he the number 9 prospect for the Giants? I would put him at 1 or 2. It should be him and Luciano, in my opinion. He's a better prospect than Joey Bart. I know Joey Bart's up now. He's a better prospect than Helio Ramos. He's a better prospect than a bunch of their guys. Honestly, like, that is freaky good. So again, I'm kind of obsessing over this guy right now, and I'm super intrigued with what he can do in the future. But he's not even in the top 100, and I think that's what's affecting his card prices. And we're gonna go over that now, you guys. This might be someone you want to pick up. All right, you guys, Luis Matos. I have his Bowman Chrome base auto right here. It started around $150 when the product first came out, and when I pulled it, and it's dropping now. And honestly, you guys, I don't know if you guys believe in him like I do. And again, I still want to see a little more success from him before I dive completely on the Luis Matos might be the best prospect in baseball hype train. His cards are affordable for a 2020 modern day crazy inflated market. His price has already dropped to $90, and I can't imagine they're not going to go down a little bit more. They might settle around like 70 even. So I mean, I am all for buying this card, especially with what he did. I think it's a good value. Like, I wasn't going to sell it at 150 when I looked up his stats. So it's good value on his card. It's probably going to keep going down as more of them get pulled. He's also in Elite Extra Edition. If you want a cheap autograph of him, you could pick it up around $20. I might end up buying one of those just for fun, and I like Elite Extra Edition. So it's probably one of my favorite Panini products. But yeah, you guys, I mean, the only downside of his cards right now is, and what I really had concerns with the new Bowman Chrome product just in general, is that there's no base cards. If there was base cards of Luis Matos, I'd probably have 20 of them already, to be honest, just because they'd be more affordable. But for whatever reason, they didn't do anything other than autographs this year. It's probably because of the quarantine. They even split some guys like Bayron Lora, who's the big prospect for the Rangers. They had his base card with no autograph in Bowman that came out in March, and then they had the same card, which they've never done before. Bowman first still, but they put his autograph in Bowman Chrome. So it's the same card, auto and non-auto, and 2 different products. So I'm sure it was the quarantine that had something to do with that. But I'm super bummed that there's no base I can't pick up for some of these guys. And Matos is one of those guys that I'd be picking up his refractors, his base, his colored if I could. Like if his autograph's at $90, his stuff's going to be cheap. So it's disappointing. But hey, if you can afford the autograph, go for it. I think he's a buy now, honestly. Maybe wait a little bit, see where his prices settle. And again, put this dude on your radar, you guys. He might be someone that you go all in on if we see a little bit more success. All right, guys, that is it for another episode of Minor League Monday. Let me know in the comments what you think of Luis Matos. Are you guys as hyped on this guy as I am? Did I surprise you with this guy? Because he's out of the top 100. I think he's relevant enough because this Bowman Chrome product just came out. But man, does he have a lot of things that look extremely promising. I think his swing that I showed at the beginning of the video has a little bit of Ronald Acuna in it. It's super raw, that high finish, like his hands are nice. So he's got a lot of good things going for him. Again, I'm bummed there's no base or refractor cards non-autoed. Really upset about that, but the autograph's not expensive. Like Bayron Lora's base auto selling for like $500, $1,000, whatever it is now. I don't know what it is. I know when it first came out, it was selling at $2,500. This guy might end up being a better player than him. Yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys next week for another Minor League Monday. See ya!